That's a much one. Yeah, we home.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jameis going to look to throw right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. And this throw will be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to
press chase.
add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Saints nothing.
He can't be too.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
Well, he's just blitzing out, man.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Winston. Going deep here for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Back to Mixon on second down.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 47-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Saints nothing.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it makes it third.
That's what they have to do defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. They can let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been calling him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
Mixing up the middle. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10.
Winston's throw caught by Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joseph Osai in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, he rifles one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Here we go.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his left. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Too far. Something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time. It's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Two minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They go play action with Burrow. And he
Free
bats it
fucking defense.
away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, Kamara shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Third and short yardage, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Really, bro?
Down now to 13 seconds. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Winston to throw for it on 4. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's good for a Saints. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The kick by Lutz is good. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. EA Sports halftime report.
Somebody got to shoot you out.
Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. This one hauled in by Sample.
Come on.
Midfield to the 48.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle.
This little motherfucker got the answer for everything, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
Bro, come on.
Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Done. Hey, we gotta go score. Let's go.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different.
Bro, the nigga got...
Good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's
the nigga got hit.
Still
completed that bitch, bro.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This one quickly into the hands of Landry.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down. That reception, it brings
There's
him
no way
up
this
to the
nigga is on
700
the
plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Now Jameis on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Because he can't get that bitch to Kamara because he ain't going to get no fucking blocks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
Yeah.
And they're going to get him down
Well
short
no
of the first
blocks.
as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to air one out.
Bro, come. Give me that.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield, even if you don't get
So
the catch.
that nigga got that
maybe
much
you get
time,
a defensive
too,
penalty
bro.
and pick up the yardage that way.
Like, he got that much time?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Burrow. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Why the fuck do your route, my nigga? Bro, like, come on, man. The nigga, that's pass interference, son. Come on.
A whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the
Damn, dog, like, I understand you could bump. What the fuck, my nigga?
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score on 24-10.
Man, stop fucking chanting when you fucking down by fucking 14. Talking about who that?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To Mixon on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Landry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Winston now from the 50. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. 1st down, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Uses the stiff arm. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Winston now. And he
just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
In motion, the tight end. Second down and goal. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone inbounds, get them on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Here we go with Kamara, and he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's the Bengals who come away with a win. Who's their quarterback, CD? That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Cincinnati, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the losses are piling up as they drop
the niggas just listening. Like, we can't.
And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale.
It's the fucking offense. The offense is the problem. Damn. Yeah, we both had, nigga. It's just Jameis. Jameis is like he can't. I'm sorry, Jameis. You ain't starting next game, brother. I'm sorry. Fuck. I have made the decision. I gotta do what I fucking gotta do, my nigga. Damn. Like you throwing that bitch all willy nilly.